Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another The Sports Scoop video. Today, we are going to be discussing the possibility of Kirk Cousins going to the San Francisco 49ers. It's been rumored. There's been a couple rumors around. If you guys watched the Pat McAfee show, there have been rumors about that. But yeah, we're just going to talk about the trade and see if it fits. But Charlie, I want to ask you first, like, what do you think about the trade? Do you think Cousins fits there? Is it realistic for them?
So obviously, I think that the Niners are unhappy with Garoppolo's performances through injuries and just his flat out, even when not injured, he just hasn't looked great this year. He was good a few years ago, but he's definitely slowed down. I think that Kirk Cousins would fit this offense well. I think that he's a more experienced quarterback than Garoppolo. He was obviously huge in Washington a few years ago. So it was a really big trade when he was traded to the Vikings. But I think that there's no clear number one receiver in San Francisco, and I think that was part of Garoppolo's problem. He didn't have one main guy to throw to, and I think that Ayuk could definitely turn into one of those
Yeah,
players,
yeah.
but he's not one right now. As a rookie, the only rookie that's potentially a number one receiver last year was Justin Jefferson, and he didn't even have to be a number one receiver because he had Adam Thielen. So I think that Cousins will fit well. He's an experienced quarterback. There's a good run game in San Francisco with Raheem Mostert, Tevin Coleman, all those guys. I just think that, especially a defense that carries that team or carried them to the Super Bowl, Cousins is a good fit, and they're looking to replace Garoppolo. I think it would be a decent one for the Niners.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not a massive fan of Cousins, although, he had a 4,000-yard season, 35 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. But I feel like they really, really missed out on getting Stafford, and they let him go to the Rams, which is a division rival in an incredibly competitive division. And the thing for me is there a gigantic difference between Garoppolo and Cousins? I think between Garoppolo and Stafford there is.
That's fair.
But Cousins and Garoppolo, yeah, I would say Cousins is better, but I mean, he's older. Um, they're neither of them are incredibly mobile. If anything, you could give that to Garoppolo. I think Cousins has been in the league. I guess he's more accurate, probably has a better arm, and I think he goes in as more of that experienced guy. But the thing is, you're the Vikings right now. You're probably going to want a first rounder out of Cousins, probably. Maybe not the one this year. Maybe you want a second rounder. I don't even know if he's worth that. And the thing is, I don't hate if Cousins went to the Niners. Yeah, I think they get better. But is it like, oh my God, Cousins to the Niners? I feel like if you're going in on a quarterback, you have the team. If you're a team that needs to win now, go in for Watson. I mean, at most, Cousins gets I would think if I'm the Niners, a 2-year deal worth nothing more than 50 million. If anything, if you pay more than that, that's overpaying. And Garoppolo, which I think Shanahan said they were sticking with. Maybe I'm wrong, but I heard that's what they were sticking with. And if not, you have the 12th pick. I mean, you can either trade up and get Wilson or go for Lance. So Cousins to the Niners, I feel like you missed that on Stafford. I think that was the best option for them. You keep you either trade away that pick, you get Stafford instant contender because you don't know with Wilson or Lance if they will be your guy. And then if not, if you're willing to give up picks, which you think you have a rounded roster, which they do, they got Ayuk, they have Deebo Samuel, they have Reed and Kittle, they have a good run game, as you said. Their offensive line might be tweaked a little bit, and then they have a great defense, the best defense in the league when healthy, and they will be next year. Go all in and Watson, give away, 3 first-round picks, 2 second-rounders. I think that would be a great trade for them. I think Cousins is like you're just giving in to being like, yeah, we don't have a good quarterback. Let's just go for the mediocre guy in the market. I think Cousins right now, I think he stays with the Vikings. I don't think the 49ers should. Again, I don't think it would be a problem if they were to trade for him, but I'm not a massive fan of it.
Yeah, I actually think that this would be a better deal for the 49ers than Watson. I don't love the Watson fit in San Francisco if they have to give away 3 first round picks and 4 second round picks, was it?
Right, yeah.
Um,
They do have to give away a
I
lot.
don't I don't think that would be good because although Watson would make their team pretty much unbeatable,
Yeah.
if anything goes wrong in the next 3 seasons in which they don't have a first round pick, if say anything like if their receivers just don't show up, if Kittle gets re-injured and Kittle is gone, then they need that first round pick to go to a receiver, or if they need, I mean, obviously they need a corner. A lot of people are saying that first round pick this year should go to a cornerback. With Watson, they can't get that need in the secondary. I think that Watson, especially since they offered Garoppolo a second round pick and a fourth round pick for Cousins. And although the Vikings may want more than that, I think that's a fair offer because although Cousins might not be the best option, he's still a pretty good one, better than Garoppolo at any rate.
Yeah, here's the thing. And I don't for the Vikings, I don't think it'd be a good trade either. I mean, you settle for a older, immobile, mediocre quarterback, which I think is something the Lions did. I mean, why take on Goff's contract? That doesn't make sense. Why would you get like it's of course the Lions it's different. They got 2 first-round picks and got the better of the trade, but why not like if you're the Vikings, why would you take Garoppolo? Just be like, no, give us like see if you can get their first rounder and go and get Lance or go and get Wilson or something. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me because you can get another first round pick. They already have one. So to me, it just doesn't make sense. I think it's so much better. Obviously, with Justin Jefferson, who's going to be phenomenal. Mark my word, Justin Jefferson is going to be really, really, really good. You put a young quarterback with him, and again, maybe the Vikings go keep Kirk for a year, see what happens when you have that healthy defense back. You have Daniil Hunter back, and then you maybe go quarterback. But again, I think that for the Niners, the value here doesn't make sense when they would probably want a lot. I mean, Cousins has been decent for the Vikings, and again, I feel like it doesn't make sense. It's a lose-lose. Is that the right way to say it? Yeah. So I'm not it's a loss. So I'm not a fan of the trade.
Yeah, I just think that Garoppolo would be a better pick. I think he would be fine in Minnesota because of their receiving core, because they have Adam Thielen, who was incredible last year, because they have Justin Jefferson, who was also incredible, Dalvin Cook, possibly the best running back in the league when McCaffrey's not healthy. But Cook is one of the top running backs. That receiving core of Thielen plus Jefferson is one of the top in the league. Add in a mediocre quarterback that all he has to do is get one of those superstars the ball. I think Garoppolo is more than capable of giving one of them the ball, and that's all they need to do offensively. I think the Vikings have bigger needs than quarterback, so if they do end up getting a first-round pick plus Jimmy G, I think it's worth it for them because they can go ahead and draft something on the defense or an offensive lineman, something that they can use to round off their roster.
Yeah, I agree. Well, make sure you guys comment down below what you guys think of this trade, as well as subscribe if you are new. It helps out a ton. We're like, I think 10 or like 15 subscribers away from 1,400. Our goal is 2,000, obviously, but in the short term right now, 1,400. So if you can help us get there, it means a lot. As well, like the video. We've never really set a goal, but what's a goal for it? We'll do low. We'll do like 15 likes. 15 likes.
Yeah, if you guys can hit 15 likes.
15 likes. I think we've gotten more. I don't really pay attention.
I think
But
we
15
can do it.
likes. You guys loved our like quick Stafford to the Niners video, so hopefully you guys like this one just as much. And if you're new, we do NFL content. We'll have a ton of off-season stuff like this, trade possibilities coming soon. So make sure to subscribe so you stay up to date. Hit the notification bell so you do not miss a video. And check out all of our socials. They're linked in the description down below. If you click the description, it'll have our website, our Instagram, as well as our second channel, which you can check out where we post clips, smaller clips of videos, 1 to 2 minutes. So check that out as well. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching.